Hey guys, welcome back to my beauty stash, or welcome if it is your first time here. Hello, my name is Steff. I would love to have you become part of our makeup family, so be sure to click on that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy watching. Get ready guys, because you are entering Steff's Beauty Stash Beauty Bay Weekend. I picked up 3 of their new eyeshadow palettes, and the next 3 days are going to be dedicated to trying out these new by Beauty Bay eyeshadow palettes. Now, let's see. I went with the 16 pan palette. It is $11. $11 for the 16 pan palette, and this is one we're going to be starting off with today. This is the Earthy palette. Let's open this up, and of course, you all know I love green, which is why we are starting with the green one today. And of course, you do get a mirror up here, and you get a nice mixture of matte and shimmer shades. So today, Friday, hopefully when you're watching this video, we're going to be creating 3 looks with the Earthy palette. And then I think tomorrow we'll do the berries. So Saturday will be dedicated to the berries. And let me show you what that looks like. Let's take that out of there. So here are the berries. And I can't believe it, $11. $11 for these palettes. We'll see how they perform, but 11 bucks is a pretty good price. Now, Sunday will be the Midnight palette. Now, I do have 3 other by Beauty Bay eyeshadow palettes. One of them I don't like, which is the Love Notes palette, and the other 2, which are the Wilderness and the Age of Opulence, love them. Amazing, amazing palette. These 2 right here remind me of a combination of the Age of Opulence, and then definitely this one I'm getting Wilderness vibes. And I'll put pictures of each of those palettes right here. That way you all can have them in mind in case you don't know what I'm talking about. But those are fantastic palettes. Those have performed really well for me. Unfortunately, the Love Notes palette, which I'll put a picture of it here. Now, it didn't work out too great. That has been the only one to not really work out for me. So what I learned with the Love Notes palette is that if you're gonna wanna include a deeper shade, like the deepest shade, start with that first and then build into the lighter shades. So I guess that's the technique I'm going to be using with these 3 eyeshadow palettes. The eyeshadow primer I'm going to use is one I've really been enjoying, and it is the Too Faced, the newly reformulated Shadow Insurance. Guys, this does increase. This is a pretty good eyeshadow primer. So I'm probably going to be wearing the same base makeup, which is pretty much a full face of Rare Beauty. And of course, all of that will be linked and listed in the description box of today's video. Some of those links might be affiliate links, so if you do end up shopping through them, I thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. They're having a sale right now, guys, on Beauty Bay, and they came out with 9 pan palettes, and they came out with, I think, 40 pan palettes, and I think both of those are on sale, and these are still at $11. So I just picked up the 16 pan. This is, you know, pretty much like the middle of the road. You get a nice combination of shades. I really didn't want to go for the 40, and I wanted to try more shades than what the 9 had. So let's get started, guys. Let's get started with this Beauty Bay Weekend in Steff's The Beauty Stash. If y'all want to see the new Earthy eyeshadow palette in action, keep on watching. Okay, so let's dive into this Earthy eyeshadow palette. Oh, I love a good green eyeshadow palette. Let's see. Okay, so man, this is going to be hard for me to start with the darkest shade and then work into the lightest. I don't think I want to try that technique for the first look. Let me see how it goes with doing it the way I traditionally apply my eyeshadow, and if I need to tweak it for the other 2 looks, then I will. So I'm going to use a combination of these 3 matte shades right here. So I'm going to start first with this one. This one is called Acid, and then I'm going to build into this one right here, which is called Pickle. and then eucalyptus down here. And I'm taking acid on a BK Beauty 202. Well, I like this shade. Exactly the shade that it is in the pan. That's how it's translating to the eye. Perfect. Good start, no complaints. Now on a BK A502, I'm going in with Pickle. That's blending out really nicely and into the other shade really well. Like good, that's a good little gradient we got going. Okay, with the same brush, I'm just gonna clean it off. I'm gonna go in with eucalyptus. And we'll do a little bit of a halo eye with this look. I'm just focusing it right out here. Okay, that dark shade is layering just fine. Same shade, I just switched brushes. I'm using the BK A504 for this inner corner. That looks really good. Yeah. Maybe I just had a dud with the Love Notes palette. Because that's been the only palette from Beauty Bay, from their By Beauty Bay brand, that I've had issues with. And it was just the matte shades, the darker matte shades. The lighter matte shades were fine, the shimmers were beautiful, but it was a light palette to begin with, so you really needed those dark, deep matte shades to perform, and for me, they just didn't. And everybody said, well, maybe try using the deepest shade first and then build into it, but you know, that's not how I do my makeup, and that's maybe not how you do your makeup, and I don't think we should have to alter our techniques by, you know, from palette to palette. You know, I think it should just work the way you apply it. So this one is, so far, these shades are beautiful. Like this is good. Now for the center, we need to do a shimmer shade, and there are so many beautiful shimmer shades in this palette. Gosh, I don't even know. I'm leaning towards this one because this one looks so pretty. Or maybe the gold. I think the gold will kind of tie in good with these shades. You know what? I'll do this one in the inner corner, this one inner corner, and then this one in the center. So the one for the center, that shade is called Palm, and then the one I'm gonna place on the inner corner is called Cava. So I'm taking Palm on a damp Rephr 21. Wow, okay, I picked up too much. I picked up too much, that's why it's flaky. Beautiful. That's stunning. Adding a little bit more of eucalyptus. Now I'm going in with Cava on a damp Rephr 03. For the lower lash line, I think I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. This one is called Pine, and then I'll probably add a little bit of acid right below it. For the shade Pine, I'm using a BK 204. On a Rephr 26, I'm going in with acid. Okay, guys, what do y'all think? Ooh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Let me do some eyeliner and mascara, and I'll be right back to show you this first look with the Earthy palette. All right, guys, here's the completed look number 1. Love it. Love it. Perfect. This performed the way I was expecting Love Notes to. So maybe it was just that one palette. Maybe I just got a dud because all the other ones have performed fine, and I was able to apply these shadows the way I would typically apply any shadows from any of the palettes I have, and it gave me no issues. I'm going to be using Rare Beauty mascara throughout this entire video, throughout this entire series, the whole weekend. So I'm pretty much going to keep all of the base products the same. For eyeliner, I will be using, anytime I have a black eyeliner going on up here at the top, I'll be using this one from Raine. It is their new Just Wing It felt tip liner, of course, in black. And for the lower waterline, I wanted to do something that was similar to that pine color that I applied down here. So I went in with this one from ColourPop. It is the cream gel liner. This one is in the shade Teaspoon. And this is the look. I wish I would have worn this, or I wish I would have had this for St. Patty's Day. But let's move over to the left eye and start working on look number 2. For look number 2, let's do something maybe a little bit brighter, like working with these shades right here. So I think I'm gonna start with this one. This one is called Seahorse, and I'm gonna pack that in the crease. And I'm using a Game Beauty E01. I love this brush for doing exactly what I'm doing, like this stamping / blending motion. This brush works perfectly for that. And I do have a code with Game Beauty. It is Steff10. It'll give you 10% off your order. All my codes and stuff, guys, they're in the description box, as well as like links and stuff, like to the BK brushes, the Refer brushes, Game Beauty brushes, like those are always in my description box. They're some of the first things that you see. Just FYI, in case you're ever wondering. I think I'm gonna go in with this shade next. This shade is called Cobra. I haven't used this Game Beauty brush before. This one is the E03. Let's try it out. I don't really know how to use a brush like this. I think it's for the outer corner, but I'm just used to using the little blender brushes, or the, yeah, like the Refer 14 and 13. No, I'm not used to this brush. I'm gonna move over. Let's see, I have this one here from We Makeup. This is the blender brush. This is the style of brush I'm used to using for this area right in here. And these shades are layering really well. But I like this. I like this eye look a lot. Now, I don't think I'm gonna deepen it up anymore. I wanted to keep it kind of light and airy. So let's see, for the shimmer shade, I'm gonna go in with this one and possibly this one, but for sure this one. Let me take this one. This one is called, what is that called? Pixie. I'm taking Pixie on a damp Refer 21. Now this is not one of those intense shimmers. It doesn't even look like that in the pan. It's more of like a traditional shimmer, which is fine, but it still packs a punch. I'm gonna add a little bit more of Cobra right here just to blend. Okay, now for the lower lash line, I think I'm gonna do a combination of Cobra and maybe even a little bit of this shade right here, which is called Shamrock. So I'm taking Cobra on a BK204. You'll see I'm dragging it down a little bit. You know, a little bit of Cobra to make sure I connect right in here. Always forget to do that. Now I'm going to go in with Shamrock on this little pencil brush. I'm going to keep that close to the lash line. Now for the inner corner, I'm going to see, hopefully this shade is not going to come off too dark. This one is called Satellite. I'm taking it on a damp little pencil brush. Okay. I feel like we have the forest and the sea over here. What do you guys think? Let me add some mascara and eyeliner and I'll be right back to show you look number 2. All right guys, here's look number 2. If this doesn't scream beach vacation, Caribbean Sea, I don't know what does. Let me tell you what I used, because I finally used my split liner. Is that what it's called? Yeah, split liner from Glisten Cosmetics. This one is in the shade Blue Heaven, and you can see I swatched it. It is this one right here. That's what I have on the top lash line. And then I added a little bit of it right here to the outer corner on the lower lash line. I used, how do you use these? Because this is one of those powder to cream eyeliners, so it's water activated. So all I did was this is a perfect brush. The BK Beauty, this is the 208 brush, but you see how tiny that is? So I got the brush and I sprayed it. This is a water spray. It's kind of like the Evian, but this is the one from Bioderma. It's the Hydra Bio Mist. This is great in the summer. I always keep this up here at my filming desk. But I don't, when I say I spray my brush or I go in with a damp brush, I do setting spray. And I use this one from NYX. But this one I keep just to hydrate, refresh, especially in the summer. But all I did with this stuff is I just sprayed the brush, and then I dipped it here. You have to, maybe, I don't know if I put enough water, but it's water activated. And then that's how it looks there. So really easy, really nice liner. I picked these up in a couple different shades, and I like that there are two different shades in the little pot from Beauty Bay. And they were really inexpensive. I think it was like $5 or $7, something like that. And I have a blue one, a green one, I think maybe a pink one or a purple one. So for the lower waterline, I went in with a ColourPop cream gel liner. This one is in the shade Icebreaker. So that's what you see in the lower waterline. More Rare Beauty mascara. This is a completed look. Like, look at these two looks. Again, forest, sea. But these shadows are performing, I mean, great. They're performing the way my Wilderness palette performs, the way my Age of Opulence palette performs. They are doing a good job, and I'm able to use the typical technique that I do with all of my eyeshadow palettes. I'm one that always starts with the lighter and works into the deeper, and that has been working so far. So we have one more look to create. How am I going to remove? Which one am I going to remove? I guess I'll remove this one. I'll remove this. Oh, yeah, I'll remove this one, and then we'll start working on look number 3. All right, guys, I changed lip colors. This one I have on, they were both actually from Wet n Wild, and they're these Cloud Pout lip colors. The one I'm wearing right now is called Marshmallow Madness, and the one I was wearing earlier was called Love You Smore. So I will have those in the description box in case you want to check them out. I love that formula, very comfortable. Let's start working on the third look. Let's see, I haven't used this shade, so I really want to use that one. I might be dipping into this one again, and I need to use this one as well. So let's see, we have a few shades. I don't know that I'll get to use like all of the shades, in particular the shimmer shades, but they all seem to be performing, you know, the way they do in the other palettes. So I'm going to start first with the shade right here. This one is called Fresh. And then I'm going to, let's see, oh yeah, I did use this one already. This is Pine. I used Pine already. Ivy. Okay, so I need to use Ivy, and I need to use this green one. So, no. Have I used Shamrock? I used Shamrock already. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. So I guess I'm using more. I think I've used all of the matte shades with the exception of this one and Ivy. Maybe I'll do a smoky eye. Yeah, okay. Okay, scratch all of that. Gosh. I'm going to go in with Ivy first, and then I'm going to go in with Fresh. And I'm taking Ivy on a Game Beauty E08. Wow. I'm going to be packing that all on the lid, and then I'm going to use Fresh to blend out. This is all from just that first dip in of the brush, and I'm not going to need to get any more shadow. Look at that. This is pretty awesome. Now in a Rep for 14, I'm going to go in with the shade Fresh, which was that very light shade. This is the lightest shade in the palette. And I'm just going to be blending the crease. Two shades to get this payoff, this look. Okay, so now I want to try and use two different shimmer shades on the lid. I'm going to do a combination of Moss and then Lime over here. I'm using a damp Rephr, what is it, 21? Now these are textured shimmers, like they're a little chunky. So I think you've seen that, like when I'm picking it up and applying it, like there's a little bit of fallout just because they're so textured, but not all of them are like that. Pixie wasn't like that. That was more of a smooth shimmer. But these are the ones that give the most payoff. Okay, I'm gonna flip the brush around, and now I'm going in with Lime. And I'm gonna spray it. Ooh, man, I am in green heaven. Love it. I'm just using the Rep for 14 just to blend out the edges. There's no additional product on the brush. Now I need to use Palm. That is the only one I haven't used. So I'm going to do Palm in the inner corner, and I'm using the We Makeup pencil brush. Now for the lower lash line, I think I'm going to go in with this shade, Cobra, and then possibly Ivy, like really tight lining the lash line, and then Fresh below it all. And I'm going to use this little We Makeup, this is the short shader brush. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Ivy on this We Makeup pencil brush, keeping that really close to the lash line. Now on this BK Beauty A504, I'm picking up Fresh. I'm just going to run that right below everything. Again, this is the lightest shade in the palette. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more of Palm to the inner corner. Alright guys, so let me do liner and add a little bit more mascara. I kind of was able to salvage some of the mascara from look 1. I'll be right back to show you this third and final look. Alright guys, so here's the third and final look with the Earthy palette from Beauty Bay. Beautiful. They're great green eyeshadows. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. More Rare Beauty mascara, more colored Raine felt tip eyeliner in the shade Black. For the lower waterline, I went in with an LA Girl Pastel Dream eyeliner. I actually picked this up from Beauty Bay as well. This one is in the shade, I think it's called Magic Mint. I always have a hard time seeing it. Yeah, Magic Mint. Well, let me go ahead and wrap up today's video, share with you my final thoughts, in case you didn't know them already, on the new by Beauty Bay Earthy palette. Alright guys, so 3 looks later, it's a gorgeous palette. This Earthy palette from Beauty Bay is getting 2 thumbs up, 4 thumbs up, 10 thumbs up. This is an amazing eyeshadow palette for $11. Only $11. I had to double check that. $11? Maybe it's on sale for $11? I don't remember paying $11. I thought I paid 20 or 18 at least, but it says $11, so grab it. This one, they have a 9 pan, they have a 40 pan. I don't really think you need the 40 pan. I mean, I think this one is definitely the perfect size. 16 amazing matte and shimmer shadows. They all perform so well. I didn't find that I needed to go in with the deeper shade and then build into the lighter. This worked just fine with the way I am used to applying all of my eyeshadows. I go from lightest to deepest most of the time, and it worked. I used every single shade in this palette, and it's amazing. They're all amazing. This is what I wanted Love Notes to be, the performance-wise. From the deeper matte shade. So I 1000% recommend checking this one out. This was such a good find, such a good creation from the By Beauty Bay brand. So this really set the bar high for the next two eyeshadow palettes. So Saturday, you guys will see the berries go up. Really excited for this one. And then on Sunday, you guys should be watching the Midnight palette go up. So it's a Beauty Bay weekend here in my stash, and hopefully I will be seeing you guys all weekend. Definitely let me know in the comments what you thought of today's video. Everything I use both on and off camera will be linked and listed in the description box of today's video, and remember, some of them are affiliate links, so if you do end up shopping through them, if you do use any of my codes, thank you. Thank you so, so much. And definitely let me know your thoughts. Are you team 1, team 2, team 3, team none? Sound off in the comments down below. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night, wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink your water. Cheers. And I will see you all very soon. Bye.